Now, let me tell you a personal experience. My experience in this area started before even going into a CEO role. I remember being young, sitting in front of one of my dear managers with my belly pushing my shirt buttons. I was ashamed to an extent. Being awakened at night after long hours of working with a horrible reflux. Even being banned from some activities because of my weight. This made me feel exhausted all the time. So I decided to do something about it and started a weight loss journey. It felt really good. And small things started to show up. Decisions making was clearer, stamina to focus on challenging problems became higher. But a few years later, I started my CEO role. And all of this now could be lost. With the excuse of that I don't have time anymore. I had no time to go to the gym, cook for myself. I was only focused on fitting into my new position. However, I had time to scroll through Facebook, watch useless TV shows for a few hours at night with a beer in my hand after a long day at work, and back then I will call it unwinding. Then COVID hits. And despite how horrible COVID was, I was then introduced to the wonderful program of Les Mills on Demand. It solved my time problem. Now I could work out anywhere at any time. I had no excuse whatsoever. And I had to face myself. And facing myself was to admit that I'm lazy and complacent. I need to do my maintenance on time. No jokes about it. I need to be consistent with my maintenance schedule before the machine breaks down. But then, in my experience, nothing drives consistency better than drumbeat meetings. Back in 2011, during a political turmoil, these meetings got me to lead a brilliant logistics team to deliver wonders at that time. And just like scheduling those meetings, I started to schedule my workouts, my cooking, my other things. This became my secret to having the time and consistency. I started to schedule my pit stops to change my human oil and replace my human tires. In the morning, while in the toilet, I would be doing an online lesson or reading a few pages of a book that I am interested in, instead of brainless scrolling. At lunchtime, I would add 10 minutes of meditation to my calendar. Easy. At 13:45 exactly, an alarm goes off so that it reminds me to call my wife and check on her day. How is it going? And so on and so on and so on. All of a sudden now, I have time for almost everything. And the myth broke down. We do have the time. But managing the time is much harder than managing finances, especially for executives. And this is the reality of things.